Have you ever heard the saying, it dawned on me? It dawned on me. That saying is very Gen X. I haven't heard it in a long time. However, it dawned on me this morning about that saying. What a paradox, right? Hi, everyone. My name is Melinda Van Fleet, and welcome to the Own Your Greatness channel. And today is video number 9. When I was just asking the universe this morning as I was doing laundry, here's a tip for you. As you're doing laundry, ask the universe, what should I share today? It dawned on me to share that phrase because that is conscious awareness. That is consciousness. That's also listening to your intuition. They all kind of go hand in hand. And the more you start to understand this and have the awareness around that, the more you'll start to see things shift and change. And that is the work. So today I want to share this story that came to me. It dawned on me to share this because I think this scenario is really, really common for the vast majority of us out there. And it's common on several different sides of the pie, let's say, of the puzzle. And it's just a really good way to ground yourself to awareness and then how it affects your emotional state, which then is like everything. So think about this. Have you ever been frustrated by something and you dig deep and you realize that you could have prevented it? But the frustration, anger stemmed from the fact that you could have prevented it. So a great scenario would be, let's say I'm making this up, an electric bill is late and they give you a late charge. But you knew that it was due on the 15th and you knew that you should have updated your credit card. You knew you should have done that, but you're still really frustrated that you got this late charge. So you call the electric company and they're not going to remove it. And so you're frustrated and you get angry at them. And that could even escalate, right? That could escalate. But the core crux of the issue is that you didn't pay your bill and you didn't update your credit card. So what that really means in all of your anger and frustration is that you're likely very guilty and you have shame or embarrassment around the whole thing. So then you become like this whole energetic mess instead of just realizing and owning, hey, electric company, can you remove the late fee? I realize it's my fault. I didn't pay the bill on time. I didn't update my credit card. Would you do me this favor? And see how it goes. And often when we approach things with kindness from the beginning, then the person on the other end can actually work some magic. It just kind of happens like that. I've had that over the years with like airline flights. Like I remember one year, oh my gosh, it's coming back to me many, many, many years ago where I missed the plane. Like I had booked it for PM and I thought it was AM or something like that. And I got to the airport and instead of like blowing up at the airline lady behind the counter, I was just super nice. I was like, oh my God, I completely fucked up. And she got me on the plane. Like, I think it was like I thought I booked an AM flight, but it was PM for the night before. So then I showed up the next morning and she's like, you missed your flight. And I was like, what? But I wasn't mad because I like just screwed up. I did that. And she was super nice and she got me on the plane. I was like, oh, cool. Thank you. Because I did screw up. Right? So often we have so much like guilt and shame, and then that manifests itself into like anger and frustration, and it doesn't make anything any better. And you're actually doing yourself a disservice by going down that route. Now, I'm going to throw another layer into that because that's what I love to do. That's what I love to do as a mentor. This is like fun for me. Is if you are experiencing that anger and frustration versus being like numb and not even seeing any of that, that's actually a good thing. The rubs in our life, whatever it is that rubs you, is always a signal for some type of growth. That is consciousness. That is awareness. That is this. So when you start to see that, you go, okay, whew. You know, a lot of people would say breathe, and sometimes breathe can be very condescending, but it actually is truth. It actually does work. So if someone says breathe, take out the condescension, right? I've been there myself, actually. And just do that. Like, take 3 deep breaths, regulate your nervous system, give your nervous system a chance to settle down so the thoughts can come through and like help you to the other side. This is truly like how it works. And you will start to see like, oh my gosh, yep, I just need to own this. It's all good. I'll do better next time, right? I'll do better next time. Hope for some magic for the situation to work out in your favor. I can bet you 9 times out of 10 it probably will. It will probably work out in your favor. And then just keep going. But the more you have the anger and the frustration, which is really just an output of the guilt and the shame and the embarrassment, you're just digging yourself down a hole further and further and further on the emotional frequency scale. Emotional frequency scale. An amazing book that is truly incredible is by David R. Hawkins. I think he might have a PhD, so Dr. Hawkins, perhaps. I might, again, if you watch my other videos, I'm not always the best with book titles and author names, but it's called Power and Force, Force and Power. You can probably Google it on Amazon, or I use Amazon, I should say. And it's amazing, but it talks a lot about the frequency scale and how the majority of people do not go above a certain level. And it's just true. So don't be that person. Don't be that person. Go above the levels. And that's where mentorship can really help you to understand and see all this with compassion and love and holding space. So I hope this story and this example like really resonates, because also too, I want to say, it's coming through that I forgot. Now it's coming through again. That if you are on the other side of that phone call, right? You own a business, if you work for a company, it could be anything, really. It could be anything. If you're on the receiving end, you're receiving that angry person, remember this. And remember that they're likely just embarrassed that they screwed up. And just give them grace, give them love, see if you can help them. But that's likely what's going on. They're just taking it, you just happen to be getting taken out on you. And unfortunately, when we don't see that, then we get those layers of energy that need to be released as well. And it's really important for you to just see that, because if you can just see the other person with love and just be like, you know, I totally get it, and just understand that their frustration is coming from their sense of embarrassment and guilt and shame that they didn't do something that could have avoided the situation, then your life will change too. Your life will change too. You won't take on that energy. I don't care if you think you're an empath or not. Please, it's like, I think I talked about that in another video, like, no glory in being an empath. You do not want other people's energy. Like, don't do that. Don't listen to that narrative. No, no, no. So you can avoid all of that by just approaching that whole thing with love and be like, I get it. You don't have to say you're probably embarrassed. I wouldn't say that. Just keep that inside. But just kind of know that that's probably why they're taking it out on you. And just don't accept the energy. Just be nice. Just be kind. See if you can help them and send them on their way. So, anywho. So I would love to hear in the comments if this resonates. My website is melindavanfleet.com. I only do longer term coaching because this is the work. And I'm probably going to do some posts about why I don't believe anymore in one-off sessions, at least for myself and my style, and how I really want to help people Other people choose to do different things, and I've had plenty of one-on sessions in my life and done one-on sessions, but probably do some posts about that. So follow me on Instagram, which is Melinda_Van Fleet. And until tomorrow, have a beautiful day. Bye for now.